But I was 17 years old. I was backstage at this hip hop show. I got really into hip hop music videos. I directed, shot, and edited over 125 of them.
Wow.
Working with small guys, big guys, just the whole spectrum.
Yep.
I was backstage at a show when I was 17 years old, and I'll never forget this. There was an artist who was a top of the line still to this day, radio hits all day and night. And I was filming his performance, and there was this girl in the audience who offered him $20 to come up on stage and kiss him in the cheek. She's like, I'll give you $20. Let me do it. So she did. And anyways, after the show, I was backstage with this artist, and he was him and his team were basically laughing at this chick and laughing at his whole fan base. He's like, dude, this chick's a dumbass. Like my fan base are idiots, you know, like things like this. And I remember having this moment because I was getting like very I don't want to say influential, but like a lot of people were looking up to me. I was in high school working, you know, doing these things. And I remember thinking like, oh gosh, what am I doing? Like, who am I helping? Like existential moment, straight up. Like, wow, I'm getting powerful and I'm helping this guy. Like, where's my life going? Hard stop. And yeah, just around that time, I met a guy named Bo Pierce. He was a chiropractor. And I learned that he helped people's bodies re-heal themselves, opposed to going and getting hooked on these pharmaceutical drugs. And I had this crazy mind shift where I realized that business is like the key to solving a lot of the world's problems. So here's my line of thinking. There's a lot of problems in this world. Businesses are machines designed to solve problems. Video is the most powerful business tool in the world. Totally inaccessible by business because the industry is not designed to help businesses. So I just had this realization that, holy crap, like I need to align myself with businesses. And I found a deep, deep love for businesses, like deep. And I just went on a mission to engineer all the gaps when it came to video and business, and to go out on this like experimental journey of my life to figure out how this tool can be used to grow a business. And there's so much in between then and now, but you know, that it was an amazing time. I'll tell one story. I think this story is really important.
Sure.
So I used to own a coffee shop, and one day a woman walked in. Dude, this is crazy. Bo Pierce introduced me to this woman. So that chiropractor had this girl come in. She was a dog trainer, right? Well, she spent 1,200 hours a year on sales calls. Okay, selling the dog training. She was booked. She didn't need any more people. She actually came in because she promised her audience something. And I remember talking to her, and I had this like aha moment an hour in, where I call it now a customer breakthrough, but it's like one of those moments where you connect with someone, you realize that they're different, and they like, something happens where you're like, I get it. Like, I get why, like, I want to do business. I didn't even have a dog. I was like, I want to do business with you. So I hit her up that night, and I was like, hey, so that 2-hour conversation changed my life. I want to try to make that into 2 minutes and give this to people who are going to buy from you before they get on a call. And I did that, and I shot it on my phone, edited it the same day. And she literally went from spending 1,200 hours a year on sales calls to closing 98% of her deals without ever getting on a call. She's now the top, she's in the top 3, if not the top dog trainer in the world as far as finance. Like, she makes great money. She trains dogs for all of the celebrities. She went from her backyard operation to multi-acre. She has a book. She speaks around the world. That would never have happened if she was spending 1,200 hours a year on sales calls. The point being is that what she did already worked. Yeah. She was amazing. But we needed to extract why people made, like, what was working.
What was the core idea?
Yeah, and then unbind it from the physics of the 3D. And that's what we did.
I love that. I love your explanation of the unbinding of like, take what works, take the superpowers that people have, and then just capture that and turn it into hero videos, essentially.
Yeah. So, after some real thinking about what the hell just went down, because I didn't know, like, literally overnight, I'm saying like literally overnight, this thing started working. She was the one who told me that. And so I named this video, the video business card. The problem is like, you can go out, like, a company can ask for an about us video or a company video, but there's no real thinking behind, like, like, that's not an actual thing. Yeah. It's just,
they're not thinking about it from the perspective of why people want to watch it. They're just thinking about it from like, maybe people give a shit and maybe they'll check out our website. So they're creating it as like full on defense with no closing capacity, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And there's no formula for it. It's a concept.
Yeah.
Like when About Us video, there's no particular way to make an About Us video.
Yeah.
The video business card operates off core business fundamentals, which is that the 5 or 4, like it's a 5-part formula. I'll give it here. I don't mind. But it's basically comprised of the things that drive any business, which is who are you? What do you do? Why do you do it? What makes you different? And what do I got to do business with you? So that's the formula. And it's an emotional, logical dance between information, emotion, and visuals. Here's the other thing about video. Besides the automation capabilities, you could show things. To see is to believe. In skateboarding, we had this term that was like footy or it never happened. Like if you can't show me it, and here we have business just talking about all the stuff they do. Like you can't even show it. And it's funny, it's like when you do show it, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Like when you can show a personality or show your smoothie getting made or drink, or like whatever it is that you do, you might not think of it as a visual thing, but if you can show, that's the number one way to create belief the number one way to create sales. So it's like if you didn't believe in like aliens and I showed you like a live alien, you're going to believe it instantly. Yeah. That's what visuals do. I'm a big believer in it.
Yeah. I think you're very correct.